But Darkseid is incredibly powerful, apart from the fact that this is a random tagging match, which of course has one of the highest level of difficulties among all the modifiers in Injustice 2 mobile solo raid. You have to consider the fact that he also does splash damage, meaning that the strategy of trying to take out one character so that you have a single character is just made incredibly worse than it should be. So you have the random tagging, and now when you try to kill off a character, your main damage dealer is going to take some of that damage in the form of splash damage. So it's just making things exponentially worse. But it doesn't mean that there's no answer to it, because you still have to use the same strategy. You can see right now, Beast Boy is tagged in, and he has about 25% of health left. If you're not careful, honestly, if you're not careful, this match is over. Like, at that point, if the boss just hits you, you are done. One mistake I made here that maybe you shouldn't be making is that when I tagged in Beast Boy and my health was 25%, I did special 1. I should have done special 2 so that at least I stunned the boss. I don't think this boss is immune to stun. Yeah, so I should have just done special 2 to stun the boss. Then that will also activate my what is it called, Zatanna's puppet. Yeah, and I can now do special 1 or do special 3 or do whatever I want to do. But I went for special 1, maybe in panic, and luckily for me, the boss did not blast me, because the boss can do that. This time the boss chose to jump up and do like a jump attack, whatever. He could have swiped back and blasted me with his special 1, and the match would have been over. So so please, when you tag in, if you have enough to do the special 2, that should be the option, so that you can stun the boss and activate your Zatanna's puppet, and you are good to go. Beast Boy makes this match relatively easy. If you are more pay to win, I guess you could use, I think in the past I've used Mr. Freeze and Zatanna, Beta Club on Mr. Freeze, then Crown of Kandakula on Zatanna. I think I've done that, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that should be it. Then I've also seen someone use Metal Team against this boss. So yeah, I guess not the full Metal Team, but just Batwoman the Drowned, and Batwoman the Drowned with Crown of Kandakula and Robin King with, I guess, Zatanna's puppet. So that could also work, but I just don't feel confident in that strategy. While that could work, I don't think that is as good a strategy as using Beast Boy when Beast Boy is available. Yeah, that's for that. Let's check out this other team. So this fight is about trying to use Zatanna as a damage dealer. I've always fancied Zatanna as a damage dealer, but she really is not. So please don't. She's not one to build towards that purpose. But when you already have everything built, you have all the teams you need for solo raid, and some you might want to try using this. So you can see I need to pull in all the big guns. I have to use Zatanna. I have to use Raven, and of course I'm going to get 400% additional damage from Killer Frost. Yeah. So Zatanna, you already know she has 300% damage. Her damage boost is very similar to what you get from both Girl of Steel, Supergirl, and Killer Frost. Zatanna will give you 300%. Killer Frost will give you 400%. If you add, because it's additive, like I said, this makes Zatanna have 700% damage. Then combine that with the multiplicative damage you are going to get from Raven, 600%. So basically that would now be 7 times 6. So you're getting like 42x damage with this setup, in addition to your artifacts and all of that. So it's like I said, it is not a recommendation. Wow, 44 million super move, that's sweet. It is not a recommendation, but it is quite fun. I'll put it like that. I wouldn't say this is now my new Raven team. In fact, well, if you are free to play, this could actually be your new Raven Killer Frost team. Yeah, I don't know. If you're free to play, yeah, this works. But after this, I'm going to show you a different gameplay using Killer Frost and using. Did I use Raven in that gameplay? Yes, I do. Yes, both Killer Frost and Raven can support another damage dealer that you don't need to invest as much in. As you can see, my Zatanna is ascended. So she also gets some extra attack, but I think by stealing the opponent's attack from Ascension passive. Yeah, I basically got killer kind of passive for ascended arcane characters. So she has that. But I'm also going to show you now a character that doesn't even need to be close to Ascension. But this one is is more pay to win, because you are going to need the Batarang's artifact. I'm talking about none other than a 4-star In fact, if you have a 3-star it doesn't matter. 4-star 3-star it doesn't matter. Just have The key thing here is having Batarangs and having I wouldn't even say Killer Frost is key here. She helps. She makes the gameplay more streamlined, but you also notice that I'm using it against a boss that's immune to freeze. So that's what I need to watch out for in this match. So there are a couple of things. Let's take a step back. Let's take a step back. This boss is immune to stun, immune to freeze, but Killer Frost passive has a 25% chance to work. I would say throughout the course of this match, it did not feel like 25%. Actually felt more like 15%. I don't know. Maybe you guys can do the maths and calculate the number of times she actually got to freeze, or my team actually got to freeze, because ideally any specials from any legendary, which my entire team is legendary, should be able to freeze the opponent. I did a couple of specials with Raven. I did a couple of specials with and yeah, none of them stuck. Like, not let me say none of them, only a few of them were able to freeze the opponent. So yeah, that's one thing. Another thing to take note of in this match, I'm using one. You'll see I used just a regular artifact on Killer Frost. I could have used another Crown of Kandar Ruler, but I decided to use just one Crown of Kandar Ruler. I was trying to prove that if you are going to use this team, you don't need to have 2 maxed out Solo Raider artifacts. 1 maxed out Solo Raider artifact is enough. I have 1 maxed out Crown of Kandar Ruler on my Raven, and yeah, I have maxed out Batarangs on Like I said, can be 3 stars, can be 4 stars. I'm pretty confident that you're going to be able to one-shot. The only difference I can see is that you do much higher amount of damage, of course, when you have 2 maxed out artifacts, because I've played with 2. In fact, my last video with this team was with 2 maxed out Solo Raider artifacts. I've played with 2, and in this video, I am playing with 1. And yes, that playing with 2, the match can be over in, like I say, 1 minute and 30 seconds. With 1, you need to play for a bit more, maybe 2 minutes plus, but you are still going to be able to one-shot, regardless of having 1 maxed out or 2 maxed out. I would even say if you have 1 not maxed out but high level, maybe like a level 8 Crown of Kandar Ruler, this team, just have your battle ranks on no matter the star level, you are going to be able to one-shot. At least as of this moment, Batarangs works on the passive of since the last update. So that's why is doing a huge amount of damage. Combine that with the multiplicative damage from Raven and the additive damage from Killer Frost, and what you have is huge amount of damage. It's quite fun. I have grown to like this team now, but of course that's because I have the Batarang artifact. I understand that many of you will not have this artifact, so this is definitely not a free-to-play friendly team, but I also have a free-to-play version of this on my channel with Twin Blade and Zatanna, I believe. Yeah, so just check out that video on the channel and you have everything you need. Twin Blade, free-to-play, Batarangs, pay to win. I'll see you guys on the next one.